Hello everybody, this is Final Fantasy VI and my stream of every Final Fantasy from 1 through 15. Anyways, what we're going to be looking at is items, skills, equipment, relics, and statuses. So, items will generally speak for themselves. Luckily I can press R2 to skip through them. And the lower amount of items that I have, the probably maximum or rarity that item is. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. There's nothing really to see, nothing special amongst these weapons. I think I got almost everything good equipped because there is quite a bit of game characters in this one. Now this was originally Final Fantasy III for NES. There's Atma Weapon. Whoops. Whoa, I was at Atma Weapon. There it is. Right here. The Imp Halberds. There's special gear you can get just for an Imp. And there's a spell in the game that allows you to become an Imp. And you can equip him or her with this, and it's pretty interesting. We're just going through all of my collectives. The Ninja Stars and Shurikens are really nice to have. You can see Takstar would probably be more rare, so keep an eye out. These are weapons. So you can see quite a bit of items until we get to the shields. The tortoise shield is for the Imp. Does the Imp have a name in this game? I think people was like Rigas. But I don't know. All I know is this game was awesome, and it took so long to get through this. Look how many behemoth suits I got. That's crazy. But it took a long time to get all this stuff. Tabby suit must be really rare. All that stuff must be. The Mirage Vest I know is popular amongst other Final Fantasy VI players. But this was originally Final Fantasy III for the NES, and it was ported over to the United States as Final Fantasy VI in like 1996 or 7, right? Maybe it might have been 98 or 99. But anyways, all of them ended up coming. These are really good accessories. But all of these were pretty nice to get. And this running shoes is pretty good. Actually, there's these things called Marvel shoes in the game, and those were probably the best accessory in the game. People like Merit Award, but I don't really mess with it too much. Alright, so that was items. Next, we're going to go over skills. Whoops, let me go back to my menu. Okay, so you're going to have to take a leap of faith on me on this one. I don't really want to show you them all, but I got every spell learned for every character. And as far as I know, this is all the summons you can get, because Raiden turns into Raiden when before you get Raiden, you have Odin, and Odin kind of gets transformed and replaced by Raiden. So you lose Odin, which has a +1 on speed stat, which we're going to go over when we get the stats. But then there's Ragnarok, which I'm also missing. Plus there is always going to be an empty one, so that you, when you equip a summon, you can just unequip it by hitting the blank esper. So some of the characters are going to have some of these sword techs, or blitzes, or lures, or good almighty rages, even dances. So there's only 5 characters that have specific things assigned to them. Cyanus being one of them. He has 8, and this is the first one. This is the second one, and as you get down here to the 8th one, it takes longer to charge. So it's easy to hit a dispatch. It doesn't take that much time at all. But if you want to charge up all the way to like cleave, it's going to take a while. Sadly, there's nobody else in my party that has a special ability. We could look at relics. I don't know why I always get the buttons messed up on this game. I'm used to X being exit. Relics, offering ribbons. Of course, ribbons are the best. I don't know why I don't have anything on Cyan, but statuses. Okay, now this is where a little bit of stuff gets tricky here. As you can see, I got max HP, max MP. In order to do that, you have to do a low level game and then raise your HP and MP at a certain level. You get the most bonus boosts, alright, at low levels for MP, and at HP I think it's high levels you get the most bonus boost. But for vigor, speed, stamina, and magic power, well, HP, MP, vigor, speed, stamina, magic power, respectively, all can be raised to a maximum level. And how we would do this is when we level up, we would equip a summon that would have, like Bismarck, he has +2 vigor. So if the lower level you are, say I had to do some ridiculous stuff in this playthrough to get this, but your vigor's not really going to level up much in stats. But if you start at like level, I think the earliest is 12, to tell you the truth, you can start leveling up with vigor. There is another one right here that has magic power, and then of course Bahamut would be HP, and I really think it's this one for MP. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so Bahamut, Crusader, as you see, Raiden, Zone Zeke, Bismarck. There's another one, I think it might be this one, yeah, Tri-Talk. All those are very important to raise your stats. Another one that you're gonna know is Odin, which I mentioned has +1 speed bonus. So over the course of leveling up, if you look at my speed and my stamina, that's what my vigor and magic power would have been if I didn't do the lowest level playthrough I could ever do. It gave me time to boost both my vigor and my magic power for all my characters into the 120 range, which is where I wanted them. Now if the other characters I show have special abilities, I'll go over them. Actually, I didn't even see them all. Did I press exit again? O is exit for some reason. It's not okay, it's exit. Edgar uses a tool command, which I should have went over in the items, but anyways, he has like 5 or 6 different tools he can use, and it's pretty interesting. Cells just has Runic, which neglects enemies' magic during battle. Now Simon has Blitz, and if you do Blitz arts successfully, they become quite powerful. So a lot of people play Final Fantasy VIII, and this game has a lot to do with Final Fantasy VIII. This guy's more like Zell, you know. He gets into his mode, he presses in his combo, he does his great suplex to a train, and he's done. But you know, you could say that this game is a lot like 6, and I could actually prove it. The limit breaks are the same. You got same purpose for the GFs. They let you use magic. Like a lot of the things are just completely the same. So this is Strago, which is the second blue mage in the Final Fantasy series. Numeral series. They had one in Final Fantasy V. I do not believe they had one in Final Fantasy IV. But this is all of his abilities right here. And Grand Train is supposed to be the best one, but people find use for all of them. I could just go over their equipment, which I might as well go over. He uses pole arms and he can use swords too. She's got Excalibur. Oh, that was very important to have. Now you can actually equip. Oh, I thought you could. I thought you could use two weapons. Oh, if you had the certain accessory on. Regal Crown is really what makes him, like, this particular setup makes him really good. And finally, but not least, we have Strago here with his equipment. Status, again, I took time. All my characters really low level by the time I got the GFs, the espers that I needed to stat max. Because you can low level Final Fantasy VIII too with your GFs and maximize some of your stats too. But I wouldn't go over 120 with Vigor and Magic. I would rather boost speed. Like people that have like bonus speed, that's very fortunate for them. So this was a long game. So now we're going to go into more novelty characters. And Brown, yeah, I think I just exited out. It's like, O is not okay. This controller. Alright. So he doesn't have a special thing, but Mog actually does, and it's Dance. And one of these can be missed forever. I'll just go ahead and tell you which one it is. It's Water Wandu. This one is really hard to get. Yeah, so keep an eye out and try and find that. Setzer uses cards and slots, which is slots is his actual move, which is kind of like Cat Sifs. Okay, what buttons are doing what? Let's see. Mog, special ability, yeah, Dance. Gao is how I would say his name. He has this wonderful ability called Rage. And what this is he collects every enemy in the game. And you have to collect every enemy in the game to complete him. Okay? Look how many enemies there are. Oh, and these ones that are missing, they're not programmed into the game because this is the hardest thing you will do in Final Fantasy VI. It really is. It took me forever to get this many. Yeah. It literally has every enemy in the freaking game. And most of the ones that are not there is boss fights. So, exit out. No, oh, this is exit. Okay, equipment wise, what do they use? She's got a nice Magnus rod. He has a Pearl Lance. He again has the Trump card, which we might as well just put on Doom Darts for now on. He ironically does not fit the bill. So what a lot of people do with our friend here, since they don't like to learn rages, is they will turn him into an imp. And then they will go and they will put in all of these great imp accessories. There's Imp's armor, Imp's head. What would Imp's... Yeah, I actually forget what his helm is. Anyways, compared to other characters, the Imp is not that great. I wouldn't put it on him. He's even got a circuit. I can't believe he can wear any helm. That's funny though. I guess we'll just put that on and compare them. But anyways, that was Final Fantasy VI. We can go through more relics. She does have the fake mustache, which makes her ability better. Movable Charm, no encounters. Coin Toss, which, hey, is powerful. Hero Ring, because, hey, why not? Makes him more powerful. Status-wise, they still all met the 120 mark, except for Mog. Mog will join your party and be 3 levels above your normal party. So it's best to get him last. I could have actually done better with Mog, I believe. I was doing the math. But anyways, he's still pretty fierce of a fighter. Intercessor and Guile. But yeah, that was Final Fantasy VI, and it took freaking forever. It took me 84 hours to get this. So I'll see y'all next time, because I'm doing a whole strand of videos of Final Fantasy 1 through 15, and this is the last of the classic era, the 2 bits. We're going to get into 3 bits, well 8 bits is actually at PlayStation 1. We'll have pre-rendered backgrounds, probably copyrighted music, and also we're going to go through 7, 8, and 9 real soon, right? Watch me. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next sub.